It was either this or Battlefield. I kind of didn't want to play Battlefield. It's late and I don't have the focus for Battlefield. I just want to sit here and watch somewhat like a movie. I should not breathe. I shouldn't have breathed. Oh yeah, is Limp Dick on? Limp Dick isn't on. What a gay. Yeah.
finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we? Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen. After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything. The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise. This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. Interesting development. And perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile. It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
Yeah, motherfucker.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question. Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Alizé are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
And
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Get them out of here.
Bitch. That dude made himself look like the Warrior of Light from the trailer. From all the trailers. That's neat.
This is my home. Our home. At least it was, until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to. I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised. The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center, the blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
so cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people, one race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos. Searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics, to see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alice.
The scouts have secured Alizé and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Ambush!
More are coming! Make ready!
We, the loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return! Stop, both of you!
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Oh, don't do it, you old fool.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
You fool. A box? Yeah, a whole bunch of boxes. That actually came out pretty. Okay. What else is up? Oh, look. Gay. You'll never know. You'll never know. And you wanna know why? Because you're not gonna tell him. I do need to look up something real quick. Oh, that's okay. Butthole. Damn. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
You still have my post.
What's unlucky is that it has motorboat sounds. What the fuck? Don't you have a bottle of anything? Don't be acting like I can't hear you, by the way.
Was waiting just to send that message. Okay, bye-bye. And I'm outie. And I'm outie. I'm as outie as Thinkred when he goes stealth. Sure. I think I sneaked my way in there and sneaked my way out. You didn't even notice I was fucking there until I typed. And then I was like, I'm outie. I hit you with that fucking soldier boy move. I hit you with that you. Yeah, all I saw was Bat saying unlucky, so I was like, what's unlucky is that ass. I'd actually do the motorboat sound, but then my headset's gonna go flying. And that's a pain in the ass. I don't want my headset to go flying. There we go. I'm at places where I am most likely where you'll never notice. And at times that you'll never notice. Who knows, maybe I'm underneath their bed. You never know. I could be your sleep paralysis demon. It's all of a sudden you just think to your head, who's that white-haired bitch? And all you just hear is and it's like, oh no, my ass. My ass. My ass is getting boated, and I didn't even consent to it. No onboarding, no onboarding. This dock is not yet ready. Oh shit, there's a lot of fucking quests here. In the pursuit of power. Brandon at the station. Heroes all. Put your plasma where your mouth is? What the fuck? Put your plasma where your mouth is. I gotta use that. I gotta use that. Use that however, so yeah, put your plasma where your mouth is. There you go. Alright, it's a bold decision. Our children, one and all. I guess I got a lot of ways. Heroes. Oh. We getting some Warhammer shit in Helldivers 2, and I fucking called it with the armor that me and Dravix always wear. I fucking called it that we're gonna get some Warhammer shit. As I even stated that the armor looked Warhammer inspired. Yep. They are partnered up with Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. That's the whole thing, is that it's gonna be like Space Marine 2 oriented. But before you start getting your hopes up, we will not get armor of the Astartes. We will most likely get like guardsman armor. Because, you know, we're not fucking like 8 to 9 feet tall where we can wear that superhuman armor. We're cannon fodder, so we're most likely gonna get like guardsman armor or the Krieger armor. So we may get the Krieger armor. I hope that they do the Krieger armor, because that shit's gonna be looking real nice, because you get a fucking gas mask and shit. But we don't know. We won't know until they do like an official reveal of like the armor and what the warbond is all about. I hope that they bring in the bolter, like the fucking pistol that the Space Marines use, because the pistol is basically a fucking rifle for the regular troops. It's like a super rifle for the regular ass troops, so that'll be fucking awesome to shoot a fucking 40mm round bolter. Nah, it has to be fucking either medium or heavy, because those fucking bolter rounds, they pack damage. If they make them light, I guarantee you they'll probably get sued. Games Workshop takes that shit very seriously. They'll have to get it very right. Yep. So it'd most likely be medium penetration with an explosive of 300.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
I know how serious Game Workshop takes their Warhammer franchise very seriously. They're probably the strictest company about their merch and everything, like lore-wise and everything. They're probably like the most strictest company in the world. And I love it, because there needs to be more companies like that, because look at a lot of these anime movies that just fucking fail because they miss the mark. They cast people that shouldn't even be in there. And a lot of it, like a lot of the live action anime adaptations, game adaptations, they all fucking look at the Halo TV series. That shit sucked, and Microsoft should have been very strict.
At last. Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you, you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
Mmm. It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
That Halo TV series was fucking ass. That's right, I paused it just so I can rip the shit on that fucking Halo TV series. That shit was so goddamn ass. I only watched probably the first 3 episodes, and as soon as I saw the fucking helmet come off, I was just like, bitch. Is this fan fiction? Because it seems like fucking fan fiction, because you're telling me that that dumb fuck that played as Master Chief in the Halo TV series really said you can't convey human emotion while wearing a fucking helmet. Tell that to fucking Mandalorian, you fucking cunt. Ain't my fault that you're shit at acting. If the Mandalorian can do it, then so can you. And if you can't do it, maybe that's not the job position for you. It was fucking ass. I stopped watching it. Apparently it got a lot better during like the last 2 episodes because it was like non-stop fucking combat. But my god, the fucking actor was a piece of shit. Tell me you never fucking played a Halo goddamn game so you can understand the character of Master Chief. Motherfucker is stoic. Mission oriented. Nothing but the mission matters. Hell, even the fucking books and the comics, I was listening to a guy that was doing the major talking points of some of the books that has like serious big impact knowledge, and apparently someone asked if there was like a retirement plan for the Spartans. The Spartans can retire. Master Chief can retire. It is a voluntary retirement. You're not forced to retire, it's voluntary. And Master Chief could have retired, but he didn't, because all that matters to him is protecting humanity and the mission. And from what, if I can remember correctly, he said that Master Chief wouldn't know what to do with himself without the mission. So he just never retired. There's been a couple people that retired because they wanted to have families. And no, Spartans are not sterile. Regardless of what the fucking TV show did, Spartans are not sterile. It will just take a little bit longer for them to have kids because of all the augmentations. And the behavioral chip that was embedded into the dude's spine, those also don't exist. That's a Halo TV show original right there. Indoctrination. That's basically all they had to do for the children was to literally just construct conscript them into the military. You can watch Halo Fall of Reach. It basically shows literally how they were able to get these kids to behave. Yeah, that TV show doesn't... It loosely follows select lore. They nitpicked what lore that they wanted to put into the TV show, and then they made up the complete rest. And everybody else said they should have just made their own Spartan instead of riding the fucking coattails of Master Chief. And don't get me started. Why the fuck did they have to use his Halo Infinite outfit? He would not have been in the Infinite outfit in that time period. He would have been in either the Mark IV or... Actually, no, not Mark IV. He would have been in the Mark V armor and then maybe the Halo 2 armor near the end. But he would most likely be in the Mark V armor. I was about to say Mark IV, but that's Jerome from Halo Wars. They're wearing the Mark IV. We never got to see Master Chief in the Mark IV other than in Halo Fall of Reach, the animated not TV, I was about to say TV show. It was a movie. The animated movie, Halo Fall of Reach. That's the only time that we see them in the Mark IV armor. And then after that, I think they're only in it for like a couple months till they get the Mark V. And the Mark V was only active for like, I think, like a year, maybe 3 at the max. But I'm pretty sure a year before we see him in the Halo 2 armor. But yeah, me and the fucking Halo actor got beef. He may not know it, but we got beef. Because how you gonna say some stupid shit like that? And the Mandalorian fucking laughs in your face going, ha ha ha, I can convey emotions while wearing a fucking helmet all goddamn season. Fuck you. I hope you never get another fucking video game to TV or movie adaptation ever again. Because you fucking suck. I'm coming with you with all beef. All beef. Don't piss off the nerds, motherfucker. Why do you think Henry Cavill's so fucking beloved? Because he knows his shit, bitch. Why do you think Netflix lost Henry Cavill? Because they want to fuck over a nerd. And you know what that nerd said? Kiss my ass, I can walk away from this fucking project. And he did, and you know what happened? The Witcher failed. Fuck season 4. He said, fuck you, fuck that season 4, I'm walking out. And you know what happened? Season 4 flopped. You know what happened when they try to fucking retcon the goddamn Witcher lore and universe? It flopped. Those Netflix fucking studio heads that were doing the fucking Witcher fucking TV series, they fucking suck. That director lady, she fucking sucks. You know how she got into that position? Sucking dick. Because how the fuck is she gonna fuck over Henry Cavill with all that goddamn cum in her mouth? Goddamn bitch. Then that bitch wants to try and fucking use defamatory remarks about the King of the Nerds. Are you kidding, bitch? He's King of the Nerds for the reason, by unanimous vote, we elected him as King of the Nerds. You really think that we're gonna take one look at our king and go, yeah, he's the fucking problem? No, bitch, you were always the problem. We saw through your goddamn cum-guzzled bullshit. Fuck that bitch. She should never make a goddamn TV show or movie ever again. She sucks.
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination. That my world had been forever changed.
I'm never wrong.
And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you changed my world in ways I never thought possible.
Fanfic, bitch. There we go. I just had to say that.
You and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged.
Fucking the person that did the goddamn Halo TV show and the bitch that did the fucking Witcher TV show for fucking Netflix. I bet they're both in the goddamn same fanfic. You fanficking bitches. They already know. They already know that they suck. They don't need anybody else to tell them that they suck, because all they gotta do is look in the mirror and they know. They know. They just look in the mirror and go, you really suck. How do you put up with your life? And then they leave the bathroom and like do whatever they gotta do, and then all of a sudden they're right back in that mirror and they're just like, you suck, to themselves. And they know exactly why they suck, because they ruined something that was so fucking simple to do. Oh, but the Witcher TV show's supposed to be for everybody. Bitch, you can make it for everybody and still follow the fucking lore. Why do you think the games are so goddamn popular, you fucking dumbass? Tell me you don't know anything about The Witcher, especially the games. I never read the books, I played the games. The games is what got me into the fucking Witcher. Tell me you know nothing about the fucking Witcher lore without telling me. Your TV show shows it. Specifically Season 4. And a lot of the dumbass shit that doesn't make sense in all the other fucking seasons. You wanna know why? Because Henry Cavill had to roll up his goddamn sleeves and go, listen here, motherfuckers, this isn't gonna work because that's not what's gonna be working for this episode. You can't put that in here, because that contradicts this. Oh, it's being made by Amazon, so you know it's gonna be good. Well, actually, I shouldn't say you know it's gonna be good, because they did flop the Rings of Power, so. But the Halo TV series had no reason to fail. You had all that fucking lore, you had all that fucking goodiness, and you fucking flopped because you wanted to make a fan fiction Halo. Bitch, you can make a fan fiction book and just call it fucking whatever the fuck you want to call it, but it's a goddamn fanfic. How are you gonna fanfic fucking Halo when Halo was literally the fucking fanfic of future combat? It's basically future Call of Duty, but better. with someone that is more badass than Ghost and Captain Price combined. You wanna know who it is? Master Chief. The man can do it all. The man has luck on his side. You heard of the fucking kid that's like, I got God and anime in my side. All he has to say is, boom, and you're dead. Wanna know why? Because he has the god of luck on his side. And you know who's riding in his fucking head? A hat-ass AI babe. Everybody had an awakening for Cortana. Everybody. That's how lesbians were made. They saw one look at Cortana and just went, damn. And you bitches failed. I hope you never fucking work in a goddamn TV show or movie for the rest of your fucking days, because I guarantee you anybody that sees your fucking name is immediately just gonna go, no thank you. You heard about that fucking video game that has like some bitch's name in it, and it was supposed to be like a super anticipated video game because everybody wanted it, and as soon as her name popped up in the credits, all of a sudden, refunds. I hope you're as infamous as that bitch. Just the hearing of your name has people just go, no thanks. Oh, she goes by Joy now. I didn't read any of it, but I like to fucking hear things when people read shit. Because, you know, I'm fucking busy as hell. I don't really got time. I'm still reading my fucking... That time I got reincarnated as a slime book. But her name, instead of it being the weapon, I thought she was going to pick up the name Cortana. But instead, she picked up the name Joy. And she's actually really good. I just wish that we got more from the game, because from what I can tell, we were supposed to get more like DLC campaign stuff, but I think they like canceled on that in favor of doing more multiplayer stuff. Love what they did with Infinite. Loved Infinite, definitely in Heroic. Heroic was fucking difficult but fun, but as big as the world is, the missions were short. I wish that they would have made it a little bit longer. But I could also understand why they didn't make it longer, because they were literally fighting against their own tech. And I know that because every update for the multiplayer, it broke something, and it's because one, I guess someone who worked on the engine, ended up leaving or getting fired or whatever, and nobody knew how to work the engine. Now, hopefully with them working with Unreal Engine 5, where they don't have to create their own engine, the next Halo game will be probably a lot better. All they need to do is just focus on what they need to do, which is make sure that the game is exactly what the consumers like and want, especially because it's a nostalgia game with modern mechanics, so like you can aim down sights with the assault rifle, new weapons as well. There's like a couple prelude missions, which is gonna be pretty cool. I do want to see what happened before the autumn, so that's gonna be mint. And apparently, rumor has it, there's gonna be a new race of aliens that will only show up in the prelude missions. And then after that, it goes into how the original Halo game started up and all that shit, with the Autumn being attacked and boarded and you landing on the Halo Ray. how the fuck can you fuck up a goddamn Halo TV series? Like, Jesus Christ, have you seen the movie Halo Forward Unto Dawn? That's how you make a fucking Halo TV series. But that was a goddamn movie, and it only had fucking Master Chief in it for like the last 15, maybe 30th minutes? And he was more of a goddamn Master Chief than that fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, I'll take my Forward Unto Dawn. Thank you very much. Fucking Digimon would never. Bitches. That's right. I brought Digimon into this because you know who doesn't fuck around? Digimon. Damn straight. Fuck that TV show. Halo was the first goddamn game I ever played. The original one. Halo Combat Evolved on the original Xbox. I hold that game to the fucking highest of standards. And they fucking disgraced it with that piece of shit TV show. I would have rather fucking had them made a movie of Forward Unto Dawn. They could have named it Forward Unto Dawn 2, and I would have fucking watched it, especially if he was only in it for fucking 30 goddamn seconds. And those 30 goddamn seconds would have made so much better content than goddamn the Halo TV series of 2 seasons. Fuck your 2 seasons, because guess what? Forward Unto Dawn beats those 2 seasons 100-0, bitch. And that 0 is the fucking TV show. That 100 is the fucking movie. Captain Lasky has more fucking character development than those pieces of shit in the fucking TV series. You kidding me? Master Chief wasn't fucking all anti-AI or some bullshit like that. He just saw her as another fucking tool. Bitch. Sure, the more you play the games, you realize that he sees her more as a companion and not a tool to be used, which is character development. And you know how he does that character development? With a fucking helmet on, you fucking dumb cunts. And I know, some of the people will be like, oh, why don't you make your own TV show if you can do it better? Bitch. If I had that much money, I would. And I would. Yeah, the fucking inflections in his voice and tone give exactly how he feels. Oh my god, I'm voice acting right now. You can actually hear what I fucking sound like. Oh, here we go. Better to illustrate. Here, look, you can't even see me. Oh my god, you can hear my voice. You can hear exactly how I'm talking. You can hear me literally just go, screw that goddamn fucking TV show. And you can feel the fucking frustration of how fucking annoyed I am that they could fail something so easy. Boom, bitch, voice acting. Bet you can't do that shit, motherfucker. Fuck you and your... Yeah, I can't fucking, convey emotion with the goddamn helmet on. Fuck you, bitch. I just did it for 30 seconds. If this model had middle fingers, I would use them.
The Grand Company of Eorzea.
Pipe bomb,
the
bitch.
Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter. I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Yes, sir, indeed. I will forever have beef with that fucking TV show. And the bitch that made it. And the fucking actor who played as Master Chief too. I'll fucking 2v1 their ass.
On behalf of the Gallian Empire, thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varys?
They are being tempered. The talismans! Quickly!
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken. Good morrow to you.
Xenos.
Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh. So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo. His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject. Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine? I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate. Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit. Their anima. It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger. And it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself.
He just took over my body, didn't he?
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak. We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
Get out of my body, you fuck. You pervert.
There it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue. Tempered soldiers, with standing orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
I need to turn that off. Where it dims my shit.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Magitech Reaper, huh? Can't believe he's fucking wearing my pretty face. Fucking pervert. Yes.
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna, and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Eulus? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Well, time to call off the search.
Fortunately, that's not me.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now. All's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go. But where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I've yet to pay my respects.
I'ma fucking kill you,
Though
and
in
I'ma
my
fucking
defense,
kill you
I
for
was
being in my
ill-prepared
body,
to
you
receive
bitch.
so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them, heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether, and then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days!
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, weal enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
I'm gonna kill those bitches.
I am pleased to report you are very much alive.
Everything in working order? That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
temporal or technical difficulties made me. Oh, recovery. Nice. Hopping on that ass, bitch. Wonder what trust Don't trust messenger for. That's what that is. What the fuck is that over there? Automated cavalry. What? Wanna be Odin looking motherfucker? Automated these nuts. Automated my nuts, bitch. Ooh. going on over here? Animated Avenger. Damn. This mount's also tall. God. Yeah.
Now or never.
Ooh, you're a big bitch. Barnabas. Huh? Imperial boots of vending. Imperial Ring of Slay. Slay! Imperial earrings of slang. Well, you give me a top. For frogs.
You underestimate me! You underestimate me!
You cannot stop us! You cannot stop us!
Imperial Choker of Healing.
Us!
Ooh. Did I die? Yep. Ugly bitch. Dead.
Farewell, Varus. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Come. The other two await.
This madness ends here!
Oh, hush. This is the best part. Oh, mighty Zodiac! Awaken from your slumber and descend!
Some manner of magical defense?
Cryo? But how?
The shackles that bind my adversary will not be so easily broken.
Idle, feeble relic of a forgotten age. Hark! Victory is mine! No more ether. And I was so close. My lord, a slight change of plans. We shall travel to the moon and break this wretched barrier ourselves.
Whatever it takes.
What was that?
The final order issued by Anima to the Tempered Thrones. Should the Empire fall, the world must share her fate.
Of course. Father lacked the conviction to give such a command. The abomination born of his flesh was but a puppet, and I the puppeteer.
You madman, you monster!
There's a funny joy in watching your flailing attempts to fight the inevitable. You're all going to die, and they're powerless to prevent it. really must be on our way. You're welcome to give chase, provided you are content to leave comrade and tempered alike to die screaming.
I have asked too much of this child. Tend to her. The last brand at Mare Lamentorum is yet unbroken. Zodiac remains bound. I have shifted the flow of ether and sent the enemy far from their destination. Now, I shall divert it once more. An ally awaits, and I will deliver you unto him. Seek his aid. Restore the seal. Zodiac must not be set free.
The Tempered are running wild. Not only those at the tower, but those back at the camp. The others are doing their best to contain them, but the situation is growing beyond our control.
Leave them to die or give up the chase. Just like Fandaniel said.
You're going alone? You have our trust and our faith. I pray we have yours. Our friends and the Tempered need our help. We will save as many as we can, I swear.
Once we have matters well in hand, we'll join you on the moon. Until then, be careful. There's no telling what you'll find.
The moon. How long you been with her?
Long, long before Dalamud was forged to imprison an Elder Primal. The eldest of them all, savior of the star, was sealed within a moon of his own. Souls sacrificed to grant him life still slumber and dream of the day he and we will be made whole. Here he waits, in this cold, barren place, his cradle and his grave. Silent lamentations and prayers of hope echo soundlessly to a sundered star, adrift and alone.
Sea of Stars. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to end it. Yeah. Alright, that's where I'm going to end it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.